The Commission on Elections has wrapped up the third day of the filing of the certificates of candidacy for the 2025 elections. Our reporter Chari Abarkar will give us updates on who filed their COCs today, October 3. Chari?
Neil, highlights of the day include the filing of re-electionist Senators Bato de la Rosa and Bongo. Along with them was actor Philip Salvador, who is also trying his luck in the senatorial race. Neil, if you can recall, the three of them were earlier endorsed by the Partido Democrático Pilipino led by former President Rodrigo Duterte. Shortly after they filed their COCs, Salvador de la Rosa and Go faced the media one by one to answer queries. First to face reporters was Salvador. He said the only platform that he has is peace and order. He seeks to strengthen the agency's capability to implement laws that ensure the safety of the public. He said he wants to bring back the days when families were not afraid to go out because they were sure they would be able to go home safe. Salvador also mentioned his desire to lessen the number of drug users on the street. He was then asked if he supports Duterte's war on drugs, to which he answered yes. The senatorial aspirant said he believes in the rehabilitation of drug users as it could give them a second chance in life. Asked what motivated him to file a COC for senator, Salvador said he was only adhering to the calls from the public. The next to face the media was De La Rosa, who was questioned about his involvement in the Duterte administration's war on drugs. According to De La Rosa, in the end, it would still be the people who would decide on his fate. He even urged Filipinos to not vote for him if they see him as bad and corrupt, but vote for him if they believe that he is a good person. De La Rosa also took the opportunity to emphasize that the drug war was not launched for them to earn money, as it was implemented to save the future of the youth. He also admitted that there are quote-unquote ICC probers who reached out to his office. But he said their attempts to communicate were all ignored because he believes the ICC has no jurisdiction over the Philippines. Meanwhile, Go was asked if he was able to discuss his re-election bid with Duterte. He did not categorically answer the question, Neil, but he said he was once told by former president to always do what is right. Though he was already endorsed by Duterte, Go said there's still no word if the former president would accompany him in his campaign. Neil, several party lists also lodged their certificates of nomination and certificates of acceptance of nomination. FPJ Panday Bayanihan's party list nominee is Senator Grace Poe's son, Brian Poe Llamanzares. Asked what the group would prioritize should it successfully get a seat at the House of Representatives, Llamanzares said it would focus on food, progress, and justice. Senator Poe accompanied his son during the filing. But prior to introducing her son as the first nominee of the FPJ Bayanihan party list, the graduating senator clarified that she was not at the venue to file her COC. Back to you, Neil.
Chari, when we talk about Senator Go, Senator Bato de la Rosa, it's difficult not to talk about former President Rodrigo Duterte. And marami tayong mga kababayan na nag-aabang ano ang magiging sunod na move ng Duterte clan, especially with the falling out of the alliance between the Marcoses and the Dutertes. So, Chari, what do we know so far about the plans of the Dutertes this coming elections?
Neil, sa totoo lang wala pa kasing categorical na sinabi ang Duterte clan dito sa plano nila sa pagtakbo dito sa 2025 elections. Ang malinaw lang, sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte, nauna nang sinabi ni Vice President Sara Duterte na wala siyang balak mag-endorse ng sarili ng senatorial slate sa darating na upcoming midterm polls. Pero inamin ni Senator Robin Hood Padilla kanina dito sa ambush interview sa Manila Hotel na patuloy pa rin niyang hinihikayat bilang presidente siya ng Partido Democrático Pilipino ng PDP na hinihikayat niya si former President Duterte o kahit sino sa kanyang mga anak na tumakbo bilang senador sa darating na 2025 midterm polls. Bukod dito, Neil, kung inyong matatandaan, nag-post din ng letrato si Representative Pulong Duterte na nagpapakita sila magkakapatid, binisita nila si former President Duterte sa Davao. Pero Neil, kasi sa ngayon, wala pa rin categorical na sinabi kung about saan itong pagpupulong na ito, kung may kinalaman ba ito sa darating na eleksyon.
Chari, let me zone in pagdating dito kay Senator Go and kay Senator De La Rosa. These are re-electionists, no? Ibig sabihin, they are incumbent senators who want to return to the Senate in the next coming years. Chari, do we know kung ano yung gusto nilang i-offer differently this time around? Because one argument can be made na parang you were already given time to do your job. Yet here you are running again for another term in the Senate. So what are they planning to offer differently this time around? Ano yung mga gusto nila ituloy? Ano yung mga gusto nilang simulan?
Neil, alam mo, humarap sila kanina sa media matapos silang mag-file ng COC. At ang tanging sinagot lang ni Senator Bato, kay Senator Bato muna tayo. Ang una niyang sinabi is patuloy niyang ipagpapatuloy niya yung advokasya niya regarding sa paglaban sa illegal na droga at sa kriminalidad. Yun ang kanyang categorical na sinabi. Para naman kay Senator Bongo, hindi raw siya magpapatali sa pagiging senador lamang. Ipagpapatuloy din niya kanyang advokasya sa edukasyon, sa food security at iba pa.
Shari, I want to go back doon sa alyansa ng mga Duterte with the Marcoses. Again, we know about the fallout between the alliance between the Marcoses and the Dutertes. What are the plans of Senator Go and Senator De La Rosa should they be re-elected as senators? Because as we know, they are two of the closest allies of former President Duterte. And kanina, pinapanood ko nga yung media interview with Senator Bato De La Rosa. Siya mismo nagsabi na parang mayroong ginagawang efforts na pabagsakin yung mga Duterte at yung mga malapit sa kanila, including him. So what are they planning to do? Are they planning to join the opposition should they be re-elected?
Neil, tama ka, no? Tinawag ni Senator Bato de la Rosa na demolition job yung patuloy na pag-imbestiga ng lower house dito sa extrajudicial killings umano. Doon sa nanaganap sa drug war ni former President Rodrigo Duterte kung saan naging chief implementer si Senator Bato de la Rosa. Pero wala silang sinabi na sa ngayon wala pang sinasabi ang kampo ni Senator Bato de la Rosa maging ni Senator Bongo kung sila ay tatakbo bilang opisyal na oposisyon sa administrasyon. Pero Neil, kasi nag-file sila ng COC under PDP which is led by former President Rodrigo Duterte. Sa ngayon, yun lang yung malinaw.
Shari, let me go to another topic, no, and very quickly lang pagdating dito sa topic na ito, no. May nabanggit ba ang COMELEC kung paano nila i-make sure na hindi mauulit yung nangyari dito kay dismissed Mayor Alice Go na nakapag-file siya ng kanyang kandidatura para sa pagka-mayor ng Bamban, and then later on we found out na peke pala yung kanyang mga birth certificate, and ngayon merong mga misrepresentation cases lodged against her. So paano natin i-make sure na pagdating dito sa eleksyon na ito, hindi mangyayari yung ganung instance?
Neil, alam mo, hindi kayat ni COMELEC Chair Garcia kanina yung mga residente ng kanilang mga kanya-kanyang lugar na kilalanin mabuti yung mga tatakbo sa kanilang mga barangay o kanilang mga lugar. Pero Neil, kasi inamin din ni COMELEC Chair Garcia na mahirap ma-implement yung paghihigpit sa pag-file ng COC. Kasi Neil, sabi nila, basta magpasa ka ng COC form na kumpleto yung detalye, notarized, at maayos naman yung form, is tatanggapin nila. Sinabi rin nila na hindi nila pwedeng i-require yung pagpapasa ng birth certificate along with the COC kasi kailangan daw maisabatas muna na magdadagdag ng forms ay ng documents sa pagpapasa nito. Kasi nauna nang sinabi ni COMELEC Chair Garcia, Neil, na sinubukan nila dati na magdagdag ng dokumento. Ito yung particular na kailangan negative sa drug results yung mga tatakbo, which is ni-rule ng SC na unconstitutional.
So mukhang we need to take a look dito sa ating mga requirements, no, para hindi maulit itong mga incidents katulad nitong nangyari kay dismissed Mayor Alice Go. Maraming salamat, Shari Abarca. That's Shari Abarca reporting live from Manila.